Hello lovelies, I am so excited to be making this spring shoe video because not only have I not made a shoe video in a really long time, these spring shoes are giving me life and you're gonna find so much inspiration like beyond the sling back, okay? We all get it, the sling back is here to stay, everyone's wearing it, but we're covering 10 trends that are really gonna inspire wardrobe. Most of them are extremely wearable. You can pick and choose as with any trend if it's right for your lifestyle or not. And don't forget to stay to the end of the video where I'm gonna be sharing all of the different shoes that I've gotten is PR and things that I've been gifted, but there's also things that I have bought myself. And we'll give you a little sneak peek because it's number one, and that is boat shoes. And as the true Gemini that I am, I have been on completely opposite sides of the fence with this trend. I started out last season saying that it was kind of like being an old money New England dad, which I still stand by. I feel a little bit like it's that way, but they've really grown on me. Just so beautiful and functional, especially if you want comfort, but you want an elevated statement. I literally just got them today, just in time for this video. These are by Franco Sardo. I love the rich brown with the ivory coloring that I think looks beautiful with like white trousers, denim, all the things. Boat shoes are here to stay. Miu Miu kicked it off last year, had no signs of slowing down. And in this category, there's so many different iterations depending on your own personal taste. So if you're super sporty, you want more of like an L Bean vibe, that's there for you. If you want like your ultra high end Miu Miu, these are classics that feel elevated and like you're in the know, but also are functional. As my life gets busier, as I get older, I'm a mom of 2 boys. Like I feel like I really crave that comfort and functionality as well as elegance. You can live your best yacht life, at least in your shoes. The second trend that we're seeing is the T-bar trend. Such a throwback, retro classic vibe that just looks very ladylike and elegant, but it doesn't have to be a big pump or a big heel. We're seeing them now in lower kitten heels that are of course really, really trendy. In particular, this Kate shoe that just launched, and it's an exaggerated T-bar. So it's very much like almost like a pure sandal, but it is more of a traditional pump. Kind of evokes a 1940s vibe that just feels very elegant and nostalgic. But it's not just the beautiful elegance that it provides, it also has a very elongating effect in your legs. It really pulls the eye to help lengthen. I'm someone who's always looking to look a little bit taller. The next shoe trend for spring 2025 is one that you're gonna love because it's so comfortable. But before we get to it, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'm Ziba and I'm so happy you're here. I upload videos weekly on how to be your most stylish, decipher and cull through wearable trends, as well as shop your closet to get the most out of your wardrobe. The third shoe trend is what I'll call the deliberate flat. Not just like your plain old flats. This is very intentional, in particular suede flats. Really nice texture that we've been seeing throughout the last couple of seasons. It is going nowhere. If you've gotten suede over the last season, it's still gonna be very, very relevant throughout 2025. Another way that we're seeing flats is with that strap over, or maybe sometimes it's double straps over the foot, kind of like a Mary Jane, but it's more of like an intentional belting. Belting as a trend has just been everywhere. Not only are we seeing multiple belt stacking in our wardrobes and mix and matching different belts from different brands, but we're also seeing it in belted bags are all the rage right now. And belted shoes. The other one is one that I don't particularly like. I think I see other women wearing it and I think it looks very chic on them, but to me, I just feel like it makes my legs look shorter and I'm a little bow-legged, so like I just don't like the way it's executed on my body type. That shoe that was set off last summer by Kate just takes up more of your foot. Like the vamp is really long and you know, it just kind of swallows up your foot. Almost like shoe covers that doctors and medical professionals use. That's not very elongating, so I'm always looking to show more of the top of my foot whenever possible, but it makes sense. That's just a big trend right now, and if you love it, there's many choices to pick from at many price points. Number 4 is the boho chic shoe trend, and this is the whole category because boho chic is just massive in 2025. In particular, we're talking wedges, clogs, sandals, anything that has that romantic, more bohemian vibe. I have fallen for these wedges by Chloe. I discussed them a couple of videos ago where I found a couple of dupes that are a lot more affordable, that give the same silhouette, and above and beyond being affordable, I think I would have gotten the actual Clogs Wedges. It's a forever shoe, but I don't like how it's got all the the fake carvings on it like a tree. A little too boho for me. Like I like the boho chic trend. I just don't want it to be so markedly boho. I want more like clean lines, you know, fake graffiti on my shoe. That combined with a price tag, I was like, you know what? I think I just need something that gives me the look, and it's just a fraction of the price. And I'll link a few of my favorite finds that I have found below, because I think it's a great way to elevate like a beachy look, or some of the most relaxed spring outfits that are in your closet. Clogs are not for everyone. I have a couple of them. I don't find that I wear them that much, but they are a huge trend. I think we all have a pair, right? Let me know if you are a current clog owner and when that took place for you. For me, I think my first clogs were probably in 97. Fifth spring shoe trend to love and know are the strappy lace-up situation on so many different types of shoes. And either you have actual laces that you have to tie up, whether that is like up your ankle or across your foot, and just kind of providing texture and dynamic. To me, I feel like it just provides something more for me to do. Like one more thing to watch, that it doesn't become undone and that it doesn't, you know, kind of unravel while I'm walking. I'm already like a hot mess. I don't need anything unraveling more than I can control. So I feel like I'm a little bit daunted by that, because it is an easy thing to just kind of have to always be checking, have those laces become undone. Kind of in that family, however, and a trend that I love and cannot wait to wear are more like the strappy pumps. So that kind of gives the illusion of the laces that I'm talking about, but the straps are more built in so that you don't have to like really think about that as much. Part of my shoe haul, I do have a couple of these examples to show you that I think you're really gonna like, where it gives that effect, but you're not having to worry about it. Number 6 is the vintage trainer. I don't think anybody's surprised by this. They're just like not letting up. One of the most trendy ways that we're seeing this is in brown, whether that be the suede that we all know and love, or brown in general. Swapping out the classic white sneakers for a brown sneaker seems to be where so much of editorial work and street style is heading. So if you have brown sneakers, then you might consider wearing them. And if you love brown and just are in need of a fresh pair of sneakers, it's a great time to be like, oh, this is the color for me today. The next spring shoe trend to know is loafers. And this is great news if you kind of have classic workwear, if you just like comfort or very preppy casual style. And there's such an amazing array in this category. We have the tassels that are really trendy again. So just very old school, old money, preppy country club. We have more of like the mule. So the back is missing, you just slide your foot in. I really like the way this looks. I struggle keeping them on my foot for whatever reason. Man, I just feel like I'm clunking around and like I'm getting myself like low-key tendonitis on the top of my foot for whatever reason. Again, love the way it looks, just not for me, not for the way my foot is shaped. Then we also have just like the penny loafer that like Hailey Bieber is wearing, and Bella and all her friends. It reminds me of like literally 3rd grade. It's funny how just everything just comes back. Even in metallic. So it's kind of a fun change on a classic. So if you already have loafers that you really like and you're a loafer girl, then maybe it's a great way to incorporate metallics. I'm a metallic shoe fanatic because they go with everything, every color palette in your closet. When you have that beautiful buttermilk dress and you're like, oh, the white shoes look weird, the black shoes look strange, I don't have buttermilk yellow shoes, metallics will always work. So it's a great color of shoe to invest in if you're torn between one or the other. And in loafers, we're also seeing it. Number 8 is woven shoes. So lots of raffia material, slightly see-through, perforated. I've also seen the jelly trend as well, and I'm just thinking about it like in relation with the woven, because I feel like sometimes you see the woven jelly shoe like almost like a flat. It has been in the picture now for the last couple of years. Unless you're going for a particular look where you need that type of texture, it just, why would you want a sweaty foot, to have that plasticky material in a woven fashion? I don't know. But For number 9, we're seeing what I will call Avant Garde shoes. They're unique, artsy types of shapes. So whether the heel is kind of left like as a cliffhanger on a stiletto, or kind of embellishment and fuss around like the texture or even the straps, there's just a lot of call for more like bold maximalism detail that has spread onto shoes. From a Louis Vuitton, this kind of a very crafty, busy shoe, Prada, Dries Van Noten, so many different brands that are creating these very busy shoes that are works of art. It can either finish off a very maximalist outfit or dress up a very basic one. So I think if you are a person that loves to express yourself through fashion, this is a great way to go out there and look for some of these shoes that feel very unique and not a lot of people have them. It's not like the boat shoes or the loafers that everyone's gonna have with the sling back heels, right? These are shoes that they feel almost a little bit custom just because they're so out there. Number 10 is ballet slippers, in particular in satin, like actual real, almost like a real ballet shoe. I used to be a ballerina. I would love to know if you were ever a dancer. I feel like once a dancer, always a dancer, and I can't tell you how many point shoes I went through. Now to see ballet flats really emulating an actual point shoe, not even like a ballet slipper, but a point shoe with like an actual flat front where it kind of looks like you could go on point with satin, kind of that same finish that a real ballet shoe has, I think is really interesting. And I think it goes with all of the romance that we're seeing this season, along with the ballet pink, the ruffles, sheer, tulle, georgette, all of the fabrics that just are so pretty and feminine. So it makes sense. I'm here for it. I'm, again, once a dancer, always a dancer. And I already have a couple of them, so I don't need to go out and get any. But there's a lot of different brands creating that. From the actual real ballet shoe maker, Repetto, that's based in Paris. Repetto is they actually started their brand with real ballet shoes, and I feel like now they have like their fashion arm is bigger than the real ballet shoe, which makes sense. So now, as promised, let me show you the shoe goodies I got. These are some that I just got by Cecilia, New York. They're just a very classic loafer. Feels really elegant. They also have them in a black and the ivory. These are just really versatile. Shoes are these that have the lace up effect without the inconvenience of having to lace everything up. These are also platform espadrilles, so they're super, super comfortable. I don't have these in by Inez yet. I'm waiting for them. They are really strappy as well. And I mentioned they're a really great way to have your shoe go with everything. And then these that I've been so excited about, again, I just took them out. Look at how amazing these are. Legit boat shoes that just feel so classic. And a lot of these shoe brands are some that I work with time and time again because they're so comfortable, and I know that you love them as well. And then these are, speaking of metallics, these are also by Cecilia, New York. They have them in a black and a cream as well. I don't think I have gold shoes. I have silver. Love the art deco heel here. Like I was talking about, like Avant Garde. This is very much an Avant Garde type of shoe. It's just very original. It will also dress everything up. This is the boho chic wedge that I'm talking about. I have these that I ordered recently. I don't have them in yet, but then also these that have a little bit more embellishment, like little bows from Cecilia, New York. Just a great cream and ivory color combo that I love. And my little treat that I got myself, that are classic. I always love a heel and a platform. They're very comfortable, and they're just my little early Mother's Day gift for myself. Let me know which trends you're loving and which ones you're just like, not for me. I would love to hear from you. And if you learned something today, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you really soon.